What is up, peeps? This is For The Win TCG, and let's welcome you back to another YouTube video. And today is a day to celebrate. Why? Because Fighting Dojo is back on PTCGO. Yeah, it was gone for such a long time. Do you know what was gone for even longer? Eighth of Paradise, which I haven't checked yet, but I assume that's been fixed as well. But today I just made a tweet because I was like, oh, hang on, they got a maintenance going on. Please be fixing the Fighting Dojo, because there's so many decks that have just fallen short because of Fighting Dojo. So in celebration of that being patched, I can't believe I'm celebrating a patch, by the way. We are just going to go crazy with Landorus. We have Incineroar, Diancie, just Fighting Dojo, obviously, Choice Band, a ton of damage modification for Landorus that just makes this deck really fun to play and just to mess around with. Don't get me wrong, it's not the best deck out there. I know I say that a lot in my videos, but this one is just, I just want to go ham with Landorus, not gonna lie. So, Landorus is in rivalry with Buzzwole for being the best basic non-GX fighting type Pokemon. So I just really wanted to use that. You could obviously play the oh wow, what a bad Pokemon start with. You could play the Hitmonchan or the Hit and Run deck that plays Fighting Dojo. Obviously, you can play that again, which is great. But I've already done a video on that before, so I just want to do something new whilst also celebrating the deck. The comeback of Fighting Dojo. This deck, by the way, plays a ton of Kukui. It's a bit of a weird deck. It's something I just really wanted to experiment with, and I'm hoping it turns out well. But the concept of the deck is to really just amplify the damage of Landorus to as much of an extent as that that we can. I'm actually kind of feeling greedy and going for a Dedenne change here, but let's. It depends what's going on with the deck. Okay, I'm gonna be super greedy here, and I'm gonna go for Dedenne change. So this is greedy, but I want to just get everything out ASAP. So that's kind of what I want to do. Bit of a shame. I really wanted to get a Litten down. So this does play just a 2-2 line of Incineroar, Litten. I mean, this deck is kind of vacant anyway, if you're just using Landorus and Buzzwole. So I thought, why not just add some extra damage modification just for the sake of it? It's fun. Why not? So Incineroar, if you don't know what it does, it amplifies your active Pokemon attacks by 30 damage. So if you have a Diancie and an Incineroar in play, which is quite probable in this deck, not going to lie. Speaking of, I'm going to get Diancie out first. You can hit some pretty good numbers. Not even going to lie. All right, Pokegear's in this deck just to help us get some support when we so need it. And here it is. So let's get a Litten out. This deck is seeming to function pretty decently. I'm not going to lie. All right, that's kind of cool. Oh, wow, they're just quitting. Okay, sure. I mean, we did hit that Snarlus for weakness. I don't know if we had the KO. How much damage was we hitting? Was hitting 110? Was it? So, no, that's 50, Choice Band. No, we was hitting 160. So, we weren't... That's weakness. So, we weren't KOing it. Maybe they were just like, yes, a fighting deck. Let me just move this camera down a bit quickly. There we are. That should be better, right? But yeah, this deck is really fun. When you get the Incineroar and the Diancie out, it's crazy. You could even go extra and go and play this deck in Expanded, right? With, I try putting that Dojo out as if I'm playing right now. With Strong Energy, just to go an extra step. And you can play things like Max Elixir to help out with the energy. If you really want to, but I thought it'd be a bit too slow in the Expanded format, I'm not going to lie. So that was kind of my thought process at the very least. But yeah, I mean, this deck is somewhat successful at getting Incineroar out quite early, considering that this deck isn't particularly reliant on it, is what I would say. Now, I'm a bit concerned because this might be either a Spiritomb deck or a... This is tough. I'm going to Pokegear because I don't want a Cynthia. I want to get a Kukui. It's a bit odd playing Kukui. I play 4 of them, but it's for fun. Don't get me wrong. I think 4 Kukui is always bad. But nonetheless, we're going to get rid of these two because I really just want to get another Litten down. I'm not going to lie, just in case this gets KO'd. Because I want this guaranteed Incineroar next turn. So that's fine. I was worried that they were going to attach Rainbow Energy and then do the damage, because that would be 60 damage on top of what they got. So they just KO this. So if they drop a Rainbow Energy on the Spiritomb, which they do, I read the play. Yeah. And then they build it. Yep. Then they can KO the Litten. So that's exactly what I was seeing there. Also, it's so cool to come up against this deck. We do hit it for weakness though. So it's going to be a little bit of a quick one, I assume. So that's why I got the Litten down, because I so expected that to happen. I was just like, oh, I saw it. So kind of glad I managed to predict that. So there we go. Turn 2 Incineroar. We're now hitting 60 damage of our linear attack to the active, which obviously is KOing this anyway. We were KOing it in the first place. The Fighting Dojo coming in and the Diancie, but no energy. Oh, that's going to be a yikes from me. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, with that said, getting a Buzzwole down would be probably the best course of action here. So let's just do that. An Ultra Ball next time would be fantastic. But yeah, the Buzzwole, because obviously we're going into the Buzzwole price zone. So I thought, why not? Also, Hustle Belt is so sick with Spiritomb. I don't know why I didn't play that in the deck, but you could activate Hustle Belt to a ton of damage. This is a little mini deck in itself, but there's only so much damage you can do with this card, I'm not going to lie. And it's just so easily KO'd as well, which is just crazy. But it's cool. It's cool. It's a fun little thing. With that said, yeah, okay, that's cool. We do just want to get an Ultra Ball next turn. Like, we have to, so we can at least Dede change here. Specifically why I put the Dede in this deck is just to make it a bit more turbo, so we can at least keep up with our lack of energy attachments. So yeah, 160 damage. Yikes. Just by having 3 damage counters on that thing. It's just crazy. And they're getting ahead on the race here. Okay, and Erica's pretty cool. It's not the best, but it's something. It's enough. There we go. That's good news. We get Dojo back out, so we don't have to worry about that. And I guess we can Ultra Ball for a Dedenne now. I was gonna get a Landorus there, but that's kind of a bad idea, isn't it? Let's Dede change whilst we're here. And there we are, get Landorus down as well. Sweet. Now, unfortunately, Incineroar can't stack, so no, don't be sitting here thinking, oh, you can go for another one. No, you can't. It doesn't stack, unfortunately. But I'm sitting here doing a raw 170 damage just because of this little combo that we have here. It's so cool. It's so fun. And we're not actually hitting this one for weakness. I completely forgot about that. But we are hitting this for weakness. But nonetheless, they are going to struggle. I mean, they're definitely going to get a KO on us this turn, but they are going to struggle if they don't get Pokemon onto the bench. What? I did not know that artwork existed. Oh, that is just cool. I like that. I really like that. I want to get that. I might get that. That's such a neat little artwork. I like that. Yes, to you British people, I am an Arsenal fan. I'm sorry if you're a Tottenham fan or a Chelsea fan. I apologize in advance. Man, they're just going to keep KOing us, and we're just going to... this is a bad sign. I'm not going to lie. Let's Cynthia. We don't need to Kukui. Yeah, the reason I'm adding Kukui is a bit stupid. I just wanted to really maximize damage because I thought, why not? Let's just have some fun. But alas, here we are. There we go. 120 damage. Nice and sweet. And that's without weakness. It's just a single energy doing 120 damage. When it's intentionally meant to be 30. We've added 90 damage on top of what we're doing with just our damage modifiers, which is insane. And that's without choice band. So we could be doing the max potential of this deck is 150 damage with its linear attack and 180 with its power cyclone without weakness, so long as you're behind on prizes with the Fighting Dojo, right? Or the Martial Arts Dojo. I keep calling it Fighting Dojo, but you know what I mean. So yeah, there's insane potential when it comes to the damage of this deck, but... And a Kukui, you're doing 200 damage without weakness. It's crazy. It's crazy. Nonetheless, they are going to be doing very minuscule damage, which is good. We can just now clean up for the time being. Oh, they've done the Raging Thunder, huh? Did they Electro Power? Yeah, they did. Okay, I didn't see that, but they did. In that case... No, we can't KO that. They're doing that for a reason. Yeah, they're definitely doing that for a reason. Yeah, in that case, I think I'm going to Pokegear, see what we hit. We hit a Cynthia, so we can just get a bit of a fresh hand here. Kind of want to get some energy. That's kind of what I want right now. Okay, there's an energy. That's sweet. So we can attack next turn with a Power Cyclone if we do go down, so that's cool. But here we go. 300 damage to this. That was 150, if I'm correct. So, man, the damage is just absolutely insane. For single energy, it's dope. And... obviously, that is 300 damage and weakness. So, we turned 30 damage with weakness into 300. That's exactly what this deck does. And that's what Dojo has made us miss so much. Don't get me wrong. It's not the best application of the Fighting Dojo or the Martial Arts. I'm going to keep calling it the Fighting Dojo just don't kill me in the comments, please. Obviously, it's not the most suited deck for it, but I thought if we just get crazy with the damage, we can have some fun, and here we are. And the great thing about Incineroar, you're probably thinking, oh, it's a stage 2, it's probably a bit more clunky. You're not reliant on the Incineroar. The Incineroar just amplifies your damage. Now, don't get me wrong, this deck is designed to do a ton of damage, but you're not going to fail if you don't get the Incineroar out. Unlike, let's say, Vikavolt, whereas if you fail to get the Vikavolt out, you're going to struggle. But this one, you're not struggling so much, even if you miss the Incineroar, so it's not like that big a deal. On the main side of things. Now I kind of want to take out the Mew. Although let's just prioritize our targets here. Let's not be stupid and just take out this Stunfisk while it's here. Kind of want to. I mean, don't need to get the Mew down. They're not gonna. I doubt highly they're gonna drop something that can spread damage unless they drop a Coco, which would make sense. No, I'm gonna hold that spot for a potential. Let's see if we can poke here again, get another Cynthia. I think a Power Pad would be good in this deck to recycle our Cynthias because we only play 4 Cynthias, 2 Ericas, and 4 Kui. So we could recycle our stuff, which would be really good. Okay, alright, sweet. So we're just going to go for a Power Cyclone again with the energy around. This is what I like about Landorus. So long as you have the extra energy in play, you can just move energy about and you're always going to have an attack, pretty much, which I find kind of cool. But if this is a turn where they don't get a KO on us, that's good. Because we're going to lose. We are just simply going to lose if they keep finding a way to KO us. So, may that be Rainbow Energy, which they do have some left of. Even Darkness Energy will be enough. As long as they find energy. So we need a turn where they just don't find any. Oh, of course. Of course. I was sitting there hoping maybe they just dead draw. No, they don't dead draw. They ain't dead drawing. That ain't happening. Here we go. Here comes the Stunfisk. They could retreat into the Stunfisk. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, they're probably going to retreat to the Stunfisk. Right. Bear in mind, they don't need to do that much damage to themselves. Because it's not... Yeah, they're definitely going to attack with this, aren't they? The Spiritomb. There's no way around this area, really, is there? That is definitely tough. That is definitely tough. Yep, okay, so they're going to attack with the Stunfisk. I mean... It's a bit of a shame. But I think we have lost this one just by them getting the early knockouts on us. So that is unfortunately the case. Yep, there is just nothing else to work with here, I'm afraid. I could... No, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing to work with. Right, I'm just going to do that. Alright, moving energy. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have linear attack, just in case, by some stretch of the imagination, we survive this turn. Which, again, I highly doubt, but... Yeah, they just need an energy, and it's game. Which is a bit of a shame, but so be it. Do they get it? They do, so well played. You do have a good deck indeed. Yeah, I know. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. I know you want to get there and maximize the damage, but... so tough, so tough. All right, let's roll another one. I think I'm going to actually throw a Power Pad in there. And probably replace the Ericas with Lilies, or just do 2 Kukuis, 2 Lilies, because I think Lily would be a really good turn 1. So let's do that. And let's get Power Pad in here somehow. Maybe drop a Pokegear now that we've added some Lilies. Let's do that. Yeah, I think being able to recycle our supporters would be really valuable in this deck. All right, sweet. Let's go for another. Let's go for another. Let's go for another. We'll do it. We'll roll, and we'll see if we actually come up against something that we could really challenge, like a Pikarom. That'd be ideal. By the way, the reason why I threw Mew in this deck is because I'm using the Dene, and it's specifically for the Pikarom matchup. I know Mew doesn't work against Weezing because only 3 turns in, it's going to be KO'd anyway by Weezing's ability, so it's not really worthwhile. Which is a bit of a shame, but in this case... Oh, okay. I see fire. I see normal. Is this a Reshiram? Please be Reshiram. I love playing these top tier decks because it's just a great way to test your deck when you're playing against top tier stuff. So that's what I'm kind of thinking anyway. So fingers crossed it is a Reshiram because I really want to play one right now. Come on. Give me the Reshiram. Am I playing in Expanded by accident? I hope I'm not. Because I was playing in it earlier. So I hope I'm not. That would be a bit of a failure. Not going to lie. What is this now? Come on. Reshiram. Okay, there's got to be Reshiram, right? If you see a Snorlax, it's got to be Reshiram. Unless it is the Snorlax Kiawe deck that everyone hyped up before. Okay, maybe it's just Snorlax. In any case, we're hitting it for weakness, so I'm not going to complain. We can get a pretty good attack off next turn if we get greedy. Or we could be real greedy. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We're going to go full on greed. I ain't even going to joke here. We are just going to go greed. I kind of want to do... This is bad greedy, but I'm doing it. Okay, do we have the other Incineroar? We do, so I can discard this Incineroar without worrying. Oh, this is bad greed. We're going to Dedenne here. We're going to do it. And then we're going to... Oh, please just give me something really cool to work with. Give me like a Lily in a hand that I can just thin down. Give me a ton of stuff. Oh, that's kind of dope. I'm not going to lie. And then we can Pokegear. Come on. Give me a Lily. No, Cynthia. Oh, we're going to Kukui. Do we have a knockout? No, we don't, right? We don't have a KO. We don't. Don't tell me we have a KO on this. Oh, I got so excited. No. 220 damage turn 1. Still 110 turn 1 with a single energy. If it wasn't for weakness, I love this deck. It's so fun. Yeah, it's just fun. It's not a deck you take to a tournament. It's a deck you just go on PTCGO and just whack a few games in. Maybe catch a few wins on the ladder. It's one of those kind of decks. I'm not going to lie. So, as I said, you can just buff it up even more and expand it. We probably would have got a KO maybe if that was a strong energy. Would that be? That's an extra 40 damage. No, we would have been 10 damage short actually. 10 damage short. Right, it is Reshiram. Okay, now they're probably, realistically, going to retreat this. Getting rid of these two is smart as well. In that case, if they retreat it, we're just going to Guzma and attach to the Buzzwole. Like, that's just what we're going to do. Like, hands down. Oh, wow, they're not. Oh, wow, they're going to lose prizes just like that. Yikes. Oh, buddy, boy. I feel sorry for you, man. I feel sorry for you. Now, I know that Dojo doesn't particularly work for Buzzwole. But this is specifically a Landorus deck. Just want to make that clear. All right. Speaking of, let's charge up this Landorus here. We want to go to Landorus until we go to the Buzzwole turn. That's what we want. We want to force them on that 4 prize turn. This is a weird update on the weird bug on this update is we have to take these prizes individually now rather than 1, 2, 3 and you get all 3 of them. But I would take that over getting Dojo back any day. Any day. It's one of my favorite stadiums right now, so I would take that back. Another power plant. They are just coming back with it. Absolutely coming back. And a judge. Okay, so that shows that they ain't got a good attack this turn. They have outrage at best for 30 damage, but it's not anything truly crazy. We could Ultra Ball array that rare candy. It's Deadwood right now. I wouldn't mind that. I'd like to top deck another rare candy just so I can get rid of it. We don't. I'm just gonna get rid of this and this. We have rescue stretcher, so we can work with that anyway, so that's fine. And just pass it up there. That's fine. All right, let's Cynthia. Hopefully we get an energy and a choice band or something to work with that can really amplify. Oh, we get the whole shebang. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And we're going to Power Pad for probably the Kukuis. A Kukui and a Cynthia? No, let's get the Cynthias back. Let's not be stupid. Okay, let's get Kukui and a Cynthia back because we don't have 2 Cynthias. Let's do that. Oh, shebang. Here we are. How much damage is that? 150. Oh my god. Oh, this is just stupid. Oh, this is stupid. This is stupid. Yikes. Now, they can certainly outrage us for a lot of damage, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend. Maybe I should have moved the energy to the Landorus expecting us to get KO'd, but 150, my god. My god. I mean, ain't even behind on prizes, man. So the Dojo isn't even coming into full effect. Jesus Christ. Now, it's thanks to this bad boy, this bad boy, this bad boy, and this bad boy. Oh, it's just so much damage. It's insane. Right, I wonder what they're going to grab here. Because they ain't playing well though, so they've probably got a switch. In any case, if we top deck a Guzma, it's just it's game, right? Because we're gonna be hitting 120 without the choice bands, so yeah, it's just game at that point. If they retreat, that is. If they don't retreat, we just switch. Or Erica, hopefully that we hit something. But I mean, in Erica, Max Potion. Okay, that's unique to this kind of deck. Max Potion. All right, fair play to you, buddy. Fair play. I'll give you that one. Oh, wow, they just ain't got it like that. Oh. Right, Erica in for 2, which is very lackluster, but we do get what we want. So, here we go. I'm going to start just charging up the Buzzwole, I guess. So, if we get to the point of a Buzzwole turn, here we are. But 140, yes, unfortunately, because they did drop the Dojo, but it's not that big a deal right now. We're still hitting 140 bloody damage with a Power Cyclone here, thanks to this Incineroar and the Diancie comboing together. Oh, it's just so fun! It's just so much damage! And the thing is, this can be applied anywhere. This Incineroar can be applied to any Pokemon. So if there's a Pokemon that you're sitting there, it's like, oh, it's just missing that damage. If you could squeeze this in there, then you got it. You got the perfect numbers, right? Now it's only going to be really useful in this current format. Post rotation, Choice Band goes out, so I guess it's the replacement to such, but it's not going to be that great. Nonetheless, I have another deck idea with this card, by the way, that I really want to get out, but it still needs a bit of work. It's a bit clunky, so. All right, Guzma. We just need the Guzmas. We have 3 of them in deck, right? We have 3. We have Pokegears too. So we have a lot of routes to Guzma. We just need it. It ain't gonna happen. That's fine. So be it. I guess we'll just go with this one. And stick with you for now. And go for a Cynthia. That's what I'm feeling. Do we get the Guzma? No, we don't. Yikes. Alright, we Power Cyclone here. And we would start charging up the Buzzwole, I guess. The Buzzwole. There we go. Unfortunately, 10 damage short because we don't have the Dojo out. That is the difference it makes. But regardless, we want to take the free prizes here, so I'm fine with that. Hopefully, don't just pull another Max Potion. By the way, I love that this guy's got the promos, the promo artworks. Was it this guy who had the rescue stretcher? No, someone else had the rescue stretcher. Okay, maybe I'm just getting confused. Kukui. Oh no. Oh, dude, you are struggling. You are struggling. That is for certain. Right. I think we just have game in the bag at this point, right? Like, they can charge up the energy all they want. What did they do last time? Did they just pass? Because they clearly didn't charge up the Charizard. Because if they did, they could have just... Oh, I'm not sure what they're doing. All right. And it's the game. There it is. We got the Guzma for game. Fair play to my opponents, but we have just walked through Reshiram. Don't get me wrong. It is... Oh, I forgot to give him the love heart. I love you, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. I did. Oh, there we go. Well played. Yeah, now don't get me wrong. This guy did completely dead draw throughout the majority of the game. So we have to bear that in mind, obviously. If you're coming up against a really good Reshiram player, I'm pretty sure you would struggle. But nonetheless, this deck can pack one hell of a punch. It's a lot of fun. It's quite quick, even with a stage 2. Just go try it out. Whack it on PTCGO. Let me know your thoughts. It's just to celebrate the return of this card. That's good to have you back, buddy. All right, with that all said, do leave a like if you did enjoy, and of course, do subscribe for more. But most importantly, up until tomorrow, please do take care and peace.